County team could do in the CIF Southern Section Division III, and that's win a football championship. On the way to the school's first ever football title, the Pirates dominated the predominantly Orange County schools, wrapping it up with a 30-20 victory over Los Alamitos in front of 8,500 fans at LaBarge Stadium in Orange County. Even though Paramount looked impressive throughout the playoffs and dominated Los Al in the finals, many observers perceived it as a fluke, or Paramount was just lucky. But were they? Let's find out as we take a look 1 year later at Paramount Pirate Football 1989. Edition of the Paramount Pirates would return 18 players off the 88 championship team, led by quarterback Jack Manu. Manu was the CIF Southern Section's Division III Player of the Year and is best described as poised and unselfish. Also returning in the backfield, a pair of junior tailbacks, number 12 Leon Neal and number 33 Demondre White. White is best described as a quick, shifty runner. Leon Neal is best described as, well, let's just say there's no describing Leon Neal. The fullbacks, number 45 Floyd Kane and number 35 Daniel Godfrey, were also returning lettermen and provided good blocking and power running when necessary. Experience was also returning at the wide receiver position, where George Jacobo and Gerald Floyd would come up with some big pass receptions. The only question mark offensively for Paramount was the untested offensive line. Any doubts offensive line were quickly erased as the Pirates piled up 323 yards rushing, led by Leon Neal, who gained 168 yards on 9 carries and scored 2 touchdowns. Running mate Demondre White also rushed for over 100 yards. Week 2 at home versus Catella, the offensive line again played well, opening gaping holes for Pirate backs, who rushed for 305 yards. Leon Neal averaged an awesome 25 yards per carry as the Pirates blew by Catella 34-6. After the game, Catella head coach Larry Anderson said, "Hey, the Pirates are back." A key element to the Pirates' success had been the stellar play of the offensive line. A predominantly senior group was led by tackles Tofa Afamata and Kevin Murphy. At guards, Mike De La Cruz and Mark Manu, the only non-senior, and returning at center, number 54, Tony Gomez. Behind these 5, the Pirates would roll up over 5,000 yards in '89. Week 3 found the Pirates home versus Nogales. Last season, the Pirates had to rally late in the game to win.
Last year, it was one of those games, and we had a real growth period all through. We played Catella. They had big, strong kids, and we could play them. And then we played the quickness of Nogales, and we were down at the end. We had to score 2 late touchdowns to beat them. But that showed our kids that character was worth trying and fighting for. And I think that those things and a number of other things that go into it, though, helped out. So Nogales, we know, can be tough. They're very fast. God, they're fast. Real quick. I hope we're a little stronger and bigger than they are, because I think we're close to as fast as they are. And hope things work out. If we play well, we'll be okay. It's nice to be able to say that. We don't have to play better than we are to win.
Okay. And play well they did, as the Pirates thoroughly dominated Nogales, piling up some 350 yards in a 34-8 thrashing of the Nobles. Jack Manu played an excellent game, completing 4 of 5 passes for 3 touchdowns. Leon Neal played sparingly, but made the most of his appearance with a 70-yard touchdown pass reception. It was vintage Neal. The Pirate defense gelled early and exceeded expectations. The defensive line would return just one starter, 6'1", 250-pound Tofa Afamata. Joining Afamata on the defensive line were Kevin Murphy, Mike De La Cruz, Gabriel Ramirez, and defensive end Jerome Haywood. Together, this unit would consistently shut down the opposition's ground game, allowing just 99 yards rushing per game in '89. The linebackers would have big shoes to fill with the graduation of all-CIF linebacker Rudy Ramirez. Well, Floyd Kane and Daniel Godfrey rose to the challenge to become arguably the best linebacking tandem in the CIF Southern Section. This added with a strong defensive back unit led by George Jacobo and Leon Neal, the Pirates held the opposition to just the playoffs. The Pirates closed the preseason with a 3-0 mark and would later up their record to 5-0 after posting victories over league rival Scar and Warren High. Week 6 found the Pirates on the road at Linwood. Linwood would hand the Pirates their first loss of the season, 27-12. The Pirates, without question, played their worst game in recent years, committing 5 turnovers in the losing effort.
But we just went out. We didn't execute. Our kids didn't play with much enthusiasm. Defensively, we had a couple kids injured in that game, and we had 3 or 4 opportunities where balls were overthrown or dropped. For big, they could have been touchdown passes, and we didn't do a coaching job and a lousy playing job, and we got what we deserved.
You lost 27-12, the only team to beat the Pirates this year. Jack, let me ask you, that ball game against Linwood, you guys didn't play your best game. You turned over the ball quite a bit. Did that game really help you guys? You try to look for something positive, whether you win or lose, but especially in a loss, you try to look for the positive and try to dwell on it. Did that game help you guys the rest of the season?
After we lost, everybody looked at each other and said that, everybody just let down. That was one of the problems. Everybody let down. Everybody went in there, with their big heads, thinking that we was going to win. And since we didn't, everybody looked at each other and said that we can't let this happen no more. We just got to go out there and practice hard.
The loss to the Knights definitely woke up the Pirates, who breezed past L.A. Roosevelt 42-6, Cerritos 35-0, and also blanked Downey 35-0. The Pirates, at 8-1, would close out league play against crosstown rival Dominguez, the only team to beat Paramount last season. With the league title on the line, the Pirates are down by 7 with just 50 seconds to play.
Save the best for last. Touchdown, Manu. Touchdown, Paramount. Jack Manu. Now, Rich, are they going to go for 2?
Everybody was thinking, let's go for it, let's go for the win. But we just have to wait for Coach Such's, decision.
Okay.
Yeah, okay on it. We was thinking, let's go for it. Everybody wants it. We wanted, we really wanted, real bad. So we was hoping he would go for 2, and he called timeout. And so, I just said, we're going for it. We're going for it. Because once I see Coach Such walking out, I knew we was going for it. So everybody just got together as an offense, got on our knees, and we just helped God encourage us to do our best on this play.
Here it is. This is it. 50 seconds. 2-point conversion.
There's the option.
To Godfrey. Godfrey gets
He's in
for
for
the extra point. Jack Ball said, I'm going down to the field. I leave the...
We scored the touchdown, and we all kind of got together, and we're looking at each other, and Kenny goes, well, what do we do, He says, what do we run? We go for 2? And we just all kind of, we're all going, no. It's like, we're going for 2. What else are we going to do,
Yeah.
And he said, okay, what are we going to run? And we run a pass, we're going to run this, trip formation option, So. And he says, okay, trip formation option, Kenny says. So we ran out there and ran 3 receivers and blocked him downfield. Jack came down the line, and as soon as the end faced him up, pitched the ball. And when you see it on the video, you can see this defensive end's hand kind of come out, and the ball just kind of goes right on by his hand. And Danny Godfrey takes the pitch. As soon as he had it in his hand, I turned in and we shook hands because we knew it was over, because Danny was going to get in the end zone no matter what.
The victory over Dominguez gave the Pirates the San Gabriel Valley League title and were seeded 4th heading into the CIF playoffs. The Pirates would host a pesky Almadena team in the opening round. Paramount seemed lethargic throughout the game. If it weren't for the stellar play of the defense, the Pirates may have had an early exit out of the playoffs. However, Leon Neal still managed 172 yards on 23 carries for a touchdown and set up teammate DeMondre White for a late 4th quarter touchdown as Paramount gets by Almadena 13-3. Round 2 found the Pirates playing host to Heart of Newhall, the Foothill League champion, who blasted Dana Hills 41-13 in the opening round of the playoffs. The Indians feature a high-powered offense led by quarterback Rob Westervelt, who during the course of the regular season passed for over 1,800 yards and 22 touchdowns. Equally as strong is the Hart running game led by Howard Blackwell, whose 28 touchdowns was among the leaders in the state. Looking to avenge last year's opening round defeat to Paramount, Art dominates the first half, leading 14-10. That lead would hold till just over 3 minutes in the game when Leon Neal breaks one 56 yards for the score. The extra point was no good, but the Pirates hold on to win a tough one, 16-14. The Pirates over Hart went unnoticed by the Orange County press, who were busy predicting an all-South Coast final between rivals El Toro and Capistrano Valley. But the lack of respect didn't seem to bother Paramount, who would face top-ranked Capo Valley in the semifinals. And when this one was over, sour grapes would be available, courtesy of Orange County. The Santa Ana Bowl, formerly Eddie West Field, the site of the Division III semifinals. Paramount, after spotting Capo Valley 6 points in this one on a fumble recovery for a touchdown 2 minutes into the game, it looked as if the Pirates were in for a long evening. On Capo Valley's first offensive possession, the Cougars moved at will. But on 2nd and 1 from the Pirates' 21, Jorge Jacobo picks off this Tony Soliday pass to stop Capo's scoring threat at the Paramount 17. Paramount then opens it up as Manu picks up 20 on this keeper. On 1st and 10 from the Pirate 38, Leon Neal races for 26. The Pirates hit pay dirt on the third play of the drive on a 36-yard touchdown pass from Jack Manu to Alfonso Bigelow, completing a perfect 83-yard drive. The extra point was no good as the Pirates tie it up 6-6 with 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. The Cougars came right back, driving 71 yards on 7 plays, scoring on this 2-yard touchdown run by Chris Adams. Capo Valley opted and converted on a 2-point conversion as the Cougars take a 14-6 lead. That lead would be short-lived, however, since neither penalties or dirty play could keep the Pirates out of the end zone as Jack Manu goes airborne on 3rd and 11 for the score. Manu hits Darryl Floyd for the 2-point conversion with 6:41 remaining in the first half to tie it up at 14. On the first play from scrimmage after the ensuing kickoff, Paul Shaheen slipped past the Pirate defense for a 66-yard touchdown run and a 21-14 Capo Valley lead with 6 minutes to play in the first half. Pirate mistakes forced Paramount to punt, and Capo Valley begins to smell blood. With less than 1 minute remaining, the Cougars have a 4th and 5 on the Paramount 35. Soliday, looking to pass, has the ball batted down by Kevin Murphy, sending Capo Valley away frustrated and fighting mad. The half ends 21-14 in favor of Capo Valley. To open the second half, deja vu, the Pirates turn it over on a fumble just like the first quarter. The Pirate defense holds the Cougars on 4 downs, and then it was vintage Paramount football as DeMondre White, Jack Manu, Daniel Godfrey, and tailback Leon Neal take turns pounding their way to the Cougar 35. Then, on 1st and 25, Jack Manu hits Darryl Floyd for the score. Jack Manu's extra point was good, and midway through the third quarter, it's all tied at 21. On the Cougars' next possession, tailback Paul Shaheen and quarterback Tony Soliday lead Capo Valley on a 58-yard drive that stalls on a fumble at the 4-yard line as time runs out in the third quarter. After a change of possessions, the Pirates have it 1st and 10 at their own 27. Leon Neal would then carry 3 times for 30 yards down to the Cougar 42. Manu gets Paramount to the Cougar 15 on a 27-yard pass completion to Darryl Floyd, setting up this 15-yard touchdown pass to Daniel Godfrey. Manu's extra point was good, and with 4:08 remaining, the Pirates lead 28-21. On Capo Valley's next possession, Tony Soliday engineered an excellent 11-play, 62-yard drive, culminating on this 3-yard touchdown pass to Dan Zamora to tie the game at 28 with just 20 seconds remaining, and we go into overtime. The California tiebreaker is in effect. Each team will have 4 downs from the 10-yard line to score, and so it goes until someone... Capo Valley with the first possession, Soliday hit Zamora for the score on 1st down. The extra point was good, and Capo Valley leads 35-28. But Paramount's turn. Jack Manu on 1st down hits Darryl Floyd for the score. The Pirates down by 1, 35-34, and it's decision time for head coach Ken Such. The decision was made. The Pirates will go for two. Everything on the line. Jack Manu, play action, finds Leon Nail open for the score and the victory as the Pirates advance to the finals to defend their CIF Division III crown.
It's a bigger victory because it's in the CIF, and I think we deserve it. Even though it's a good team, that we played a tough team, but we came through. Pirate pride all the way.
They said a couple things in the paper that we didn't like they already had reserved Anaheim Stadium, and we just knew right then and there, we knew what we had to do, and that was come out and play Pirate pride football.
Second half and the first half, a lot of extra play going on.
Yeah, our coach just told us we had to get out, stop mouthing up, and play Pirate pride football, and that's what we did.
Okay, now, how do you feel about Leon obviously going back for a second straight time?
It's great. It's like the Lakers. It's going to be tough, but every playoff game is tough. See, so we just got to go out playing like we don't have anything to lose.
I have pride in our team, and we can do it. We put our heads together. We were equally matched, and it was just a hard game. We came out on top.
Real physical tonight? Most physical team you faced all year?
No, I think Dominguez was the most physical.
What are you feeling right now, Danny, going back second straight time to the CIF championships?
Feeling good, feeling good. Most happy feeling in my life. I'm a senior. I'm going to graduate and we're going to CIF. Well, our kicking game had been letting us down, and didn't look like we were going to get to the quarterback, and if we didn't, he was going to complete 1 of 4. So I had faith in our kids. Our kids have been there. Our kids don't panic, so just line up, run, do what you're supposed to do, and they do it. They executed it real well.
Physical ball game in the first half. It seems like things were a little sloppy. But you guys made up, took care of the mistakes at halftime and came back and just played Paramount football, so it seemed.
Yeah, we played a terrible first half and gave them a touchdown, and the officials were let the game get out of hand, and it was correct in the second half, but, they let them kids be real aggressive, and our kids don't take to that, so then it gets to be a push and shove game, and that's not good for anybody in a championship game.
How you feeling right now, Ken, going for a second straight time? I mean, and you didn't even know it until the last play of the ball game. Gotta kill you. How's that Ulster doing?
I felt pretty good when it was 4th and 10, and they were down here about the 40, but we let that go. Hell, I don't know. It's too exciting and everything to really have any feelings. It'll sink in later or tomorrow morning at 8 when we start working on the winner of the other game.
All righty, Ken. Well, go out and enjoy this one. Congratulations once again. And
by the way,
yes.
Tell Steve he finally got on the bandwagon, and now what? He's probably 1 for 8 in the playoffs.
That's right, Steve. I'm sorry, he's 2 for 7.
2 for 7, good. Tell me better find a newspaper to work for.
Okay, Jack, I want to ask you about that first touchdown, the one you ran in, and you landed on your head. Just looked like sheer guts and determination on that one. What do you remember about that first touchdown you scored?
All I remember is that it was supposed to be a pass play, but I turned around. He was covered with 2 men, so I couldn't do nothing else but to just run the ball. So I ran into an open field, so I took it there. And I seen him looking at my legs, so I thought, he would go for my legs, so I'll just, go over him. But he just came up and hit me in the legs. He put me in there, My momentum, I just went in there too,
Paramount would defend their division title against the other Orange County power, El Toro.
They do pass a lot. They're predominantly like Capo Valley was, and we just want to go out there and basically do the same thing as we did to Capo with less mistakes coming from our part, and hopefully we'll come out on top.
Well, we just have to basically play a good ball game, no mistakes. DBs have to play a good game, cut out the fumbles, just play a good game.
Yeah, I feel great about it. I'm speaking for the whole team and, the school. We come out here all happy and proud of ourselves, for coming this far. We went to the championship last year and succeeded in getting the champs. And this year, everybody's just more excited that we could just go into the championship and can get back-to-back championship. So, we just pulling for each other, and we're just going to go out there and try our best and just have God in our hearts to help us and just do our best.
Cerritos College, the site for the CIF's Division III football championships featuring El Toro and defending champion Paramount. El Toro, the number 2 seed, lived up to all the accolades bestowed upon them. On their opening drive, Charger quarterback Steve Stenstrom put together a masterful 14-play, 73-yard drive, culminating on this 1-yard plunge by junior tailback Danny Maestas. The extra point, however, was no good, and with 5:09 remaining in the first quarter, El Toro is up 6-0. Paramount does little on their first possession and has to punt the ball to El Toro. The Chargers have it first and 10 and waste little time moving downfield, the bulk of which was on this 27-yard run by number 7 Jerome Oakman down to the Pirates' 38. And then, like a shark smelling blood, El Toro, sensing another score, goes to the air, but has the pass picked off by free safety George Jacobo, who races 69 yards for the score. Oddly enough, it was Jacobo who intercepted a pass last week against Capistrano Valley, taking the momentum away from the Cougars. The extra point was good as the Pirates take a 7-6 lead at the end of the first quarter. George Jacobo's interception seemed to wake up the tentative Pirates as Paramount's defense stops El Toro cold on their ensuing possession. After a Charger punt, the Pirates have it first and 10 at their own 40, and then the Paramount offense came alive. Jack Manu engineered a 10-play, 60-yard drive highlighted by an 18-yard keeper by Manu and this 16-yard run by Leon Neal. Neal later would score on this 9-yard run as the extra point was no good, and the Pirates upped their lead to 13-6. The Paramount defense would hang tough, keeping El Toro out of the end zone for the rest of the first half as the Pirates lead at intermission 13-6. To open the second half, the Pirates pounded out from inside their own 20. Despite the Pirates being outsized, the offensive and defensive line for Paramount did the usual stellar job, opening holes all evening like this one, which enabled Leon Neal to pick up 39 yards down to the El Toro 10. One play later, it's DeMondre White going in from 10 yards out, putting the Pirates up 20-6. The Paramount defense would pick up where it left off in the first half, harassing Charger quarterback Steve Stenstrom. Here, Kevin Murphy and Javier Villasenor combined on a sack for a 10-yard loss. Then 2 plays later, Leon Neal up high for the interception. The Pirates take possession with 3:10 remaining in the third quarter. Later, on 3rd and 11 from the El Toro 21, Neal, who was now wearing number 18, number 12 got torn, fumbles, and El Toro recovers at the Charger 1-yard line. Then, the unlikely happened. Stenstrom led the Chargers on an 11-play, 99-yard drive. El Toro hit pay dirt on the 16-yard touchdown pass from Stenstrom to Kevin Rowe, with 5:50 remaining in the game as El Toro closes the gap to 20-13. Then Pirate quarterback Jack Manu put together a patented Paramount drive using short yardage ball control offense. Then Leon Neal got loose. Neal, who picked up 167 yards rushing on the evening, is finally brought down at the El Toro 12. Penalties have the Pirates faced with a 3rd and 9 at the Charger 22. Jack Manu rolls right under heavy pressure, finds Darryl Floyd at the back of the end zone for the score. The extra point was blocked, and the Pirates now lead 26-13 with just 1:47 remaining in the ball game. The Chargers would make things interesting, scoring a late touchdown with 30 seconds remaining, pulling to within 6 at 26-20. But the onside kick would fall into the capable hands of Brad Shubin, who also recovered an onside kick late in the game of last year's finals. Jack Manu would only have to take one knee as the Pirates win their 2nd consecutive CIF championship. We just seen the presentation of the placard and the trophy, and Jack Manu, once again, congratulations on a job well done. 2nd time in a row. This has really got to be sweet for you.
Well, yes, it is. It's not for everybody, you know, and the fans too, and people from our school, you know, it's everybody's championship plaque, you know. So, you know, we just went in today with faith, you know, faith in God, and we just went in there and played what we're supposed to do. And when we do what we're supposed to do, we succeed, and, you know, we just... All I can say is that we won.
Jack, you guys have been very successful, a 3rd and long all year, and tonight was no exception.
Well, like, Coach had faith in us, and we have faith in ourselves, so, So, you know, we just think positive, and like I said, you know, God give us the faith, you know, and the strength, and since we got it from Him, you know, we can do everything.
Is it tougher this year than last year, getting to the finals and winning this thing?
Oh, I can't really say the difference between it, but all I can say is that during both 2 years, it was tough. It was real tough.
Talk about tonight's ball game. Where do you rate these guys overall as far as competition you played? You played a lot of tough ball clubs, not just like El Toro, but toughest game you had all year tonight?
This is one of the toughest. They passed very well. They passed on our defense all night. You know, we stopped them a couple times, got an interception and scored, you know, touchdown. But they got their yards. We couldn't stop them every play, so, you know. But we just got the usual play that we got and took it in and scored.
Oh, yeah.
And we just won.
Okay, Jack. Well, congratulations once again. Obviously, you're going to be up again, I'm sure, for Division III Player of the Year honors. I know that doesn't really mean a lot to you. You always seem to be it's a team effort, and
yeah, it is.
I think that's why you guys have been so successful 2 years in a row, is because the unselfishness of this ball club.
Yeah, I like to say that it's not because of me that this team is very successful. It's everybody on this team, and I don't want everybody to give me the credit. I mean, I give some part of the team. You know, I do some part of it, but if it wasn't for the team, I would be nothing. So, you know, every the team, hey, they're my family.
Oh, yeah.
They're my family, right here. Hey, number one.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations once again. Good luck to you. Jack Manu. Okay, we're talking with Tofik Hamada. Tofik, once again, congratulations. Another outstanding job done by the offensive and defensive line.
Well, it's all discipline. Discipline, play Paramount Fball. Shut up, man.
But again, another disciplined effort. And you guys were outsized tonight.
Oh, but we pulled ourselves together and came back and played Paramount Ball. That's the way we work. That's what got us up here.
Tofik, can you make a comparison between this year's title and last year's? Was it a little bit tougher getting here this year?
Yeah, it was a lot tougher getting here this year than last year. But we got here.
Danny, tonight there was a couple of plays where you ran like a man possessed. They just were not going to bring you down. What was your motivational factor tonight?
My last year might be my last game ever. So that's my motivation. Well, you know, we're focused, but we're pride together. We go as a team. Made a lot of mistakes, but we took it out.
Yeah, you mentioned that last week. If you guys eliminated the mistakes, you guys might have a better time at it tonight. Obviously, you guys, 26-20 victory, not shabby at all.
Yeah, we made some fumbles and stuff, but we took it.
Rate these guys as far as, all year long. You know, they mentioned Dominguez, one of the tougher opponents. Capo Valley gave you a good fight. Where's this rank in tough games this season?
This was one of the toughest games of the season. The toughest game was Dominguez to Capistrano Valley.
Talk about the line play tonight, Kevin. They had you outsized, outweighed, and you guys, got off the ball good. You guys seemed to penetrate. You had a couple of big plays, a couple of big sacks tonight.
Well, size isn't everything. Yeah. Strength, but, you get lower in there, you win.
Okay, Mark, again, another tough ball game for you guys. You guys pulled it out. You surprised at the margin of victory. You guys, basically were in control most of the way.
Yeah, well, we just thought positive, we thought we could do it. We can do it. Like, we didn't have no doubt in our mind we could do it. So,
Talk about Jack and Leon's performance tonight.
Well, they're very consistent, Leon in his reign, but he did have a fumble, and but, it's like, I can't talk with all these people, man.
Yeah, I know, Mark, it's so tough.
All my fans. Wait.
I think it was a team effort. Everybody put forth. We had great support by the crowd, and we prepared well for this game, and we came out playing hard.
We've seen flashes of the old Leon Neal we've seen all season, cutting, slashing, breaking for big yards, and very surprisingly so against one of the top teams in all the state of California, in El Toro.
Yeah, they were a good team, and as quick as other teams. And the coach said that their linebackers overflow, so I just cut back, and thank God he gave me the ability to slip, slide, dippity-do, and do everything else.
Talk about that interception. When you went up high, you came down, a little hyperextension there. What happened, cramps?
Yeah, I caught enough water. I don't know.
Okay, Leon, compare this championship to last year's, if you can.
Well, I played a lot last year, but I didn't really play that much defense. And going back-to-back is hard. We knew it was going to be hard. So I figured this game is harder because, we're defending our title, and, well, I think this was the toughest game.
And make a note here, Leon Neal did an outstanding job. Probably a little bit better as number 18 tonight, huh?
Number 12 is my lucky number. And first, I'd like to say hello to my mother, my father. My father's in Minnesota. And thanks to the crowd who supported us all through the year.
All right, Len, congratulations. Go enjoy this one.
Disneyland.
George, you came up with a big interception to stop a drive. They already were up 6-0. They're driving on you, and you came up with a big play. What was it, 75 yards or so?
I don't remember. I just remember catching the ball and running. That's it. That's all I did.
What's going through your mind all the way down? You think you're going to get caught?
No, I was thinking touchdown. I just did touchdown, and we scored.
Make a comparison between this game and your game last week against Capital Valley, if you can.
Well, this week our defense was a lot better. Our secondaries, at the beginning, we were stopping them. The pass, and that's what we worked on in practice. So it went well.
And how do you compare these two? I've been asking everybody, what's the comparison? How do you compare this one versus last year's championship?
Well, for me, is this year it was a lot harder because a lot of the young guys, they were just thinking we were going to get there, without hard work, but they put their effort and their ability, and we got it here. We got it.
You guys obviously are the epitome of the word team players. All you guys are a team. You don't really have a lot of stars. You guys don't have the stats, but you guys play darn well as a team. Why is that?
Well, we mostly, we're like a big family. We all go places with each other, and we always keep in contact with each other on the weekends. Maybe 6 or 7 of us go to the movies or something. So we always keep like a little team unit.
Do you feel respected now? It seemed like during the playoffs and all through the year, people weren't giving you guys a dog of a chance getting to the finals again, much less winning it all.
Well, that's true. They never was really giving us, any respect and all, but we ended up getting it anyway after we played.
Okay, Ken, we talked about it the start of the year in Hell Week. We talked about it during the year. You kept telling me to shut up. A bad omen. You guys did it. You repeated. You got to be feeling good. You got to be happy with your performances tonight.
Well, we're going to be looking for someone to buy some back-to-back T-shirts now. It's kind of a nice feeling. We played a classy team, though.
Oh yeah.
Good football team. They were classy. Their coaching staff, good tradition, and I felt very privileged just to play a good team like that.
Ken, you guys seem to settle down quite a bit after the opening drive. El Toro took it down, scored 6 points. And after that, though, it seemed like you guys were able to pretty much close the door with a couple of key interceptions, even though you guys had a few turnovers tonight.
Yeah, well, after that first drive, we pretty much moved the ball well after I, got all the cute system and just ran the ball, which we did well. And it became apparent as soon as we did that we were our backs were just too quick. And not that the plays were so great, it's just their athletic ability made things happen. And when we need a couple big plays, Jack can do it.
When did you finally feel comfortable in this one? When the final gun sounded?
I felt real comfortable after we recovered that onside kick. Yeah. I figured we could fall on the ball once, but that was about it. Things looked pretty dismal until George Jacobo intercepted that ball and ran it back.
Yes.
It got our kids fired up, and we started playing like we could because they came down. They put the ball down the field like we weren't there. But our kids stayed in. Our kids don't quit, and Paramount kids never have. We coach that, and we're lucky to get good, tough kids that'll stay with us. And if they keep playing, we tell them good things will come, and championships, good thing.
I know it's only been a short time since you've been able to savor this one, if you have at all. Ken, compare the two. I mean, was it harder this year getting to here?
It was a lot harder this year. Last year, nobody, ever gave us any respect. We weren't in the top 10 for 3 or 4 ball games, and we were just one of those schools up in LA County, Orange County. People wouldn't even consider us. So you could sneak up on people, and we liked the underdog role. We started off number 1 this year, and it's different. There's a lot of pressure, and people aren't going to say, can you do it, or if you play well, they were good. Everybody expects you to win, and it's a lot harder. These kids, it's harder to do it a second time. Yes. Everybody's looking for you.
What now, Ken Sutch? You've been working fervently for, the last 10, 11 months? A little vacation for you?
I'm going to go kiss my wife.
What a nice guy. Right answer. Good answer. Ken, congratulations.
Thanks for everything, Rich.
We'll be talking to you.
You've been great, okay?
Thank you. Appreciate it. So our helmets are off, and congratulations to Paramount for winning back-to-back championships in 1988 and 1989. As for 1990, is there a three-peat possible? To find out, join us a year from now. Until then, I'm Rich Estrella saying so long from your friends at the Sports Corner.